All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for January 29th through February 5th, 2026. But the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Check it resonates and leave it doesn't. Let's get it. The first card out is Let Love In. Allow yourself to be loved. Open your heart, release past pain and heartbreak, and be open to receiving love. The second card out is Just Rest. Take time to rest, exhaustion, rejuvenate, relax. And the last card out is Give yourself some huge credit. You're killing it. Reflect on how far you've come, celebrate your growth and all you've overcome and accomplished thus far. Stop being so hard on yourself. Be proud of yourself. You're killing it. Really. The Let Love In is in the recent past position, recent past, present, near future. But it feels like there's a conjoining thread here. It's still feeling like this energy from last week's, I think it was last week's reading about the system upgrades is still taking place here. It's pretty much still the same energy, but there's this thing around I'm just say what I feel like saying here, forgiving people that have hurt you. And even though that card didn't come out, it's this is the energy, but it's something about, again, it's a past heartbreak, it's past. While you're doing this system upgrade thing, I think I mentioned it, it's like there's stuff that's dredging up from your past to come up to be released. Emotions, thoughts, feelings, experiences that you have gone through in your past that are now coming up to be released right now, presently. And a lot of it is from like past lovers, from past heartbreaks, pains, betrayals. Because mm, it feels like this is also something about you learning to love yourself. Mm. Like allowing yourself to be loved and seen and perceived as the greatness that you really are. For forgiving yourself for how you've let yourself down, Or it's like for allowing things to happen to you that you didn't want to happen. It's a very complicated energy. It's it just feels like you're struggling with being loved because of things that have happened to you in your past. You don't feel as though you are worthy of being loved, or you don't think someone is capable of loving you in the way that you want to be loved, or that they don't have the capacity to love you in the way and manner in which you deserve to be loved. As if you don't feel like you feel like no one will have the capacity to love you in the same way, shape, and form in which you so freely, unconditionally love others. But you gotta be open to finding out. It feels like the universe really wants to surprise you in more ways than one in the department of love and support. But you need to be open to that opportunity, open to that possibility, open to that chance. And it starts with you loving yourself. I've started doing this thing of gazing at recent pictures that I've taken of myself where I felt really cute. And it fills me with like such an overwhelming amount of love and admiration. And it's for myself. It's me being like, oh wow, like I didn't know I was that beautiful. Or oh wow, like, oh, she's so cute, or she's so adorable, and she's this and that. And I tell myself all the things that I'm going to do for myself, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to love you, and I'm going to support you, and I'm going to protect you, and I'm going to show up for you, and I'm going to be there for you, even if no one else on the external is. I'm going to do those things for you, because when I look at those pictures of myself, I'm like, oh my God, you deserve everything, and I want to give that to you. And this is something that you all should start doing for yourselves as well, is take a pic. Don't I tried the mirror work thing, and it's bad. As a Virgo sun, it's bad when you have perfectionism ingrained in your sign. And no matter how hard you try to work to break that, that will still be a part of, your astrological makeup. You could always work on it so that it's not ruining your life, ruining your decisions, ruining every action of you. But at the core, you will still have those tendencies to want to only see imperfections when you look into a mirror. And that's so for anybody who's doing mirror work, unless you're just very self conceited, cocky, and very toxic and full of yourself, right? Hey, it is what it is. But most people, when they're working on their self love and self esteem, if you start doing mirror work, even if you've been working on healing yourself and things where, I mean, I've been putting the work in on myself this entire lifetime. I'm no rookie when it comes to going into the underworld and doing the shadow work and really, facing the hard hitting things and asking the hard hitting questions and doing a lot of introspection. But it is still very difficult for me to look at myself in the mirror and not have the inner critic come out and not find something that needs to be fixed, tweaked, improved upon. I can make this better. I can get better at this. I need to work on that, instead of just appreciating the beauty that I am presently. That is and has been a great challenge for me my entire incarnation this time. And it feels from this energy that it is not just me who is struggling with such things. So, in lieu of doing mirror work, take a picture of yourself. No filters, none of that AI stuff, no retouching, none of this. Just look at it, take a picture of yourself when you are getting ready to go out on the town, whether you have makeup on or not, whether you're just wearing a cute outfit and you're like, hey, I'm feeling myself today. Take a picture and look at yourself. Look at that picture, because that picture is as you are. That's who you are. That's who you truly are, with removed from the critical inner bully voice. When you don't have your physical eyes trying to corrupt and put the veil of illusion over you. This is a lot of illusionary energy that we're working through, that we're coming out of right now, that we're fighting for our sanity in right now. 2026 is very, very heavy. It's a very heavy miasma of illusionary energy and trickery. And so when you look at a picture, though, that is you really as it is, and your eyes can't be warped to see it any other way. Try to incorporate that 5 to 10, 15 minutes in your day or evening, morning and evening, and look at yourself in those photos and tell yourself all the things that you deserve to hear, because it's going to help you with this healing and bringing in the love that you want. Because when you're giving it to yourself, the universe can more easily bring it into you in the physical external world, right? So it starts within yourself, you manifest it in the spiritual realm, and it goes and echoes out and manifests, materializes in the physical in that exact form. So do that. Work on loving yourself. Work on really seeing how it feels when you give that love to yourself when you're looking at those photos. And that feeling will very quickly magnetize that kind of love and support in externally. I feel it though. There's a deep level of hurt, but it's not just from this one incarnation. This is many lifetimes, many incarnations of neglect, rejection, abuse, isolation, pain, betrayal, frequently. And so this incarnation, you have come and became very, very hyper independent. You made it a point this incarnation to not be a person that needs the support of someone externally, even though it's something that your soul does, in fact, crave. Your kindness has very frequently been taken for granted and as weakness this incarnation and in past incarnations. And as such, you have again come here this lifetime with a very thick skin, but a very soft heart. And yet you fear there is no one else like you that would match your unconditional love, match your soul's depth, match your kindness, match your selflessness, match your compassionate, nurturing tendencies with no malice or nefarious intentions attached to your soul. And for you, it's all or nothing. If that is not it, then you'll have no one. And you're okay with that. But this pain is what you are in the process of healing currently. And I feel it, and I'm sad for you. Not like, oh, pity you type of sad, but like sad because like I feel it. I too understand it, get it. It's a message for me as well. But this, you're used to being the one that shows up and holds things together for everyone else. You shoulder the burden, the pain, the struggles of everyone and everything else on your own. And you have the capacity to hold the emotional depth and space of others' breakdowns, of others' suffering, but no one can do it for you. No one has been able to do the same for you. Got a lot of Saturn energy. Another thing with those with Saturn and Saturn in Aquarius, they frequently have that kind of quote unquote doomed to be always the friend but never having friends kind of situation. It's like a lot of this. I think I've said this before where it feels like it's like you're the one that is usually doing the, you show up for everybody else, but not a lot of people, if any, show up for you when it matters. Is this. This is, there's a heaviness, a sadness from this, from also lifetimes of it, but it is being healed and released, and you're doing a really good job of going in into the depths where most people purposely try to avoid going. People spend a lot of time trying to make sure that they stay out of their mind, quite literally, to just ostrich and put their head in the sand, to look the other way when danger is nearing them, when trouble is afoot, and to turn a blind eye to anything that may require them to do any kind of introspection, self accountability, have any kind of self awareness, to take responsibility and accountability for themselves, their actions. It's easier to just deflect and point the finger back at other people. It's easier to just try to shift blame, or to guilt trip, or to tell people that they're the ones that are doing this, that, and the third, and they're the ones that wronged you. This is what many people do, instead of just taking the time to sit alone and to really take into account what role their actions have played and are playing in the current circumstances in their life. Many people very quickly, very intentionally shy away from anything that requires accountability and introspection and feeling their feelings. But you are, this incarnation, you have devoted your entire lifetime to doing just that. And it's a lot, but right now you're doing some very heavy lifting in this process. You're doing a lot of really trying to sort the shit, really trying to get to the bottom of any and everything that is causing you grief, that's causing you pain, that's been holding you back, that's been weighing you down, that doesn't serve your purpose and highest good and timeline right now. You're doing a lot, and it's using up a lot of your spiritual and physical energy. So we're still here intersecting into the just rest, take time to rest, exhaustion, rejuvenate, relax, because you're tired. You're on E. You're in the negative energy reserves, and this is danger zone. It's danger zone. So you really need to just set it on down. Some light movement is fine. Do a short dancing or something, but you need to go within and spend your time alone to try and help rejuvenate. You need to just rest, because your brain is moving. You're using up a lot of energetic capacity right now. You're doing a lot spiritually, and you're doing a lot mentally, emotionally, running on all cylinders. You don't have the bandwidth to be doing much else. Kind of just picking up what I said here, you've been doing a really, really good job at doing juggling everything that you've been juggling while doing the really deep shadow work and internal healing and introspection. And you're fulfilling your solo missions as well as your collective missions. It was no small feat in general when a soul comes here with a double mission. That's a challenge as well, but you've got like multiple double missions that you've been doing. I've said this before, but you've been doing the work of 1,000 men, 10,000 men by yourself your entire incarnation. And it is not like it stops when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, you're just clocking into your other job. You know what I mean? It's not that you don't stop. You don't stop working. You're working all the time, whether you're in the physical, or whether you're in the spiritual, whether you're in the energetic. You're working. You're doing a lot. And just because you may not have the physical tangible proof of all the work and hours that you've been clocking, just because you're not getting a physical paycheck for all the things that you have been doing and the physical work that you've been clocking, you you have been working, and you are working. You've been working your entire incarnation here, doing a lot by yourself, shouldering a lot on your own, carrying a lot on your own while still dealing with the real world's physical bullshit on top of it. And you're tired, rightfully so. But again, as I've said, you're entering danger zone of exhaustion at this point, and as history has served, every single time that you gotten to this point, somehow a physical ailment or injury prevailed because you wouldn't sit down. Don't let God source universe intervene on your behalf because you wouldn't heed the warnings to just rest, to just take time off. It doesn't matter if you got to go to work, come home, and not clean. If you can take time off from your actual physical job, then do so. But when you are at home, you need to be doing whatever brings you joy and helps you to, in some way, shape, or form, switch off and relax as much as possible without doping yourself up. Your physical body needs nurturing, and your spiritual body needs solace. The card that's at the bottom of the deck is you have to let people in to some degree. Let people in, drop some of your guards, let people love, support, and give to you. You're not meant to be alone. And I just feel like this kind of is a full circle moment. I honestly did not know that card was there, but is very, very spot on for what I've already said. Of it's like, again, you've become hyper independent because of all the past incarnations where people were not great to you. And this incarnation, people have not been great to you at all this incarnation as well, but that's changing. And you got to let God source universe show you that, let just be open to being surprised. Have no expectations. Don't expect people to be shitty to you, and don't expect people to be great to you. Have no expectations whatsoever, but you always got to stay, like my lovies, like my hoodies say, you got to stay love and light but ready to fight at all times. But again, don't go around expecting people to treat you shitty, and don't expect people to treat you great. When you have no expectation for the things, that's the huge open space for God source universe to come in and surprise you. So let God source universe surprise you with people coming in and shocking you in pleasant ways, and work on falling in love with yourself. That's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Thank you all for all your likes, shares, and subscribes and donations. And the new Earth Guidebook to Healing and Ascension is available on Amazon, and you can work with me one-on-one and book a recorded session just like this, recorded reading just like this. All the things are in my description box below. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace, squad.